I'm here to tell you about Palm Sunday. And our theme today is Jesus is my King. Almost everyone has heard the story of Jesus' birth. An angel visited Mary, the mother of Jesus, and told her that God would send her a son. When it was time for Jesus to be born, his mother Mary and his father Joseph went on a trip to Bethlehem. Jesus was born in a small stable in Bethlehem, and that is why we celebrate at Christmas. But not everyone has heard the story of Jesus and what he did on Easter. On Easter, Jesus gave his life for us so that we can be a part of God's family. And that is the story I'm going to start to tell you today. And that is why we celebrate today on Palm Sunday and next week on Easter Sunday. When Jesus was grown up, God gave him a special job to do. Jesus went and told others about God and about the kingdom of heaven. For 3 years, Jesus traveled all over teaching people, healing the sick, and performing miracles. But that was not the only job that Jesus had to do. Jesus wanted everyone to be a part of God's family. Jesus wanted everyone to go to heaven and be with God when they died. When Jesus decided the time was right, he told his friends it was time to go to Jerusalem. Jesus was going to visit Jerusalem for the Passover. When Jesus was near the city, he asked his friends to go into a nearby village. He told them that there they would find a donkey tied up, and there that donkey had never been ridden before. It was a wild donkey, you see. Jesus asked them to go there, find the donkey, and then bring it back to him. So they did just that. They found the donkey just as Jesus had said, and they brought it back to Jesus. Jesus rode the donkey the rest of the way to Jerusalem. Jesus' friends were so happy and excited. The kings of Israel had always ridden into Jerusalem on a donkey when they first became kings. Many people who lived in Jerusalem had heard of Jesus and all of the things that Jesus had done. Many of them had even seen Jesus heal the sick, and they had heard him teach about God. And when they found out that Jesus was coming to Jerusalem, they ran out of their homes just to see him. When they saw Jesus riding on a donkey, they were so excited too. The people of Jerusalem wanted a king. They wanted a king who would raise an army and go to war against their enemies. They wanted a king who would make them a great nation again. But that's not what Jesus came to Jerusalem to do. Next week, we will talk about why Jesus came to Jerusalem and how he did something special for us so that we can be a part of God's family. When the people saw Jesus riding on a donkey, they started to cheer. It was like a big parade and a party all at the same time. Many of the people who came to see Jesus cut branches from palm trees. They took the branches and they laid them down on the road in front of Jesus and his donkey, and it was just like a carpet. And that is why we call it Palm Sunday. It was very exciting that day, and everyone was happy. Well, almost everyone. There were some people that didn't like Jesus. They were the leaders of Jerusalem. You see, they were jealous. They didn't want Jesus to be their king. Of course, Jesus knew that he did not come to Jerusalem so he could be king. Jesus came to Jerusalem so he could show everyone the way to God. Today is Palm Sunday. This is the day we celebrate the day Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey. Next week, on Easter Sunday, We celebrate how Jesus did something special for us so that we can be a part of God's family. That's our story for this week. We'll see you next time. Bye.